Sagittarius. Today we're looking at June 11th, 2025. That's the full moon in Sagittarius. We'll look at Sagittarius sun, moon, and rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards. And we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box, I have links for meditations for each of these tarot cards that I pulled for you today. So, let's talk about numerology. And the number for today is 8. And the number 8 represents personal power, karmic cycles, and mastery over material and energetic realms. So for Sagittarius, this energy asks you to take bold leadership over your life and channel your fire into something enduring and substantial. So you might feel the urge to level up, take control of a chaotic situation, finalize a major career move, or finally pay off a lingering debt. You're stepping into your grown-up power suit today, and the cosmos is watching. So let's look at astrology. Well, the full moon lands right in your first house. So in Sagittarius, obviously. That's going to talk about your identity, your appearance, your energy, your presence. Opposing is the sun in Gemini, and that's in your 7th house of partnerships. It's all about balancing your independence with your demands of your close relationships. We're going to start with the sun. And the sun is in Gemini, that's your 7th house. Talks about partnerships and balance with others. So your relationships may feel like they're taking up a lot of your mental space. You're weighing whether you compromise too much or not enough. Maybe a partner is asking for more time and attention, but you're craving space. It's time for a fair negotiation. The moon in Sagittarius, that's your first house. Talks about identity and motivation and individuality. So this is a powerful look in the mirror moon. You're being asked to reflect on how you show up, how you're perceived, and whether you're living authentically. So you might feel compelled to make a bold change, like updating your appearance or changing your career trajectory, or declaring your independence in a relationship. Mercury, that's in Gemini, your 7th house. Talks about conversations in close relationships. So expect honest, maybe even intense conversations. The focus is on contracts, emotional agreements, and what's being said versus what's meant. So you might finally have an overdue talk about commitment, money, or boundaries in a partnership. Venus is in Cancer. That's your 8th house. That's intimacy and emotional depth and shared resources. So emotional intimacy is emphasized. You're craving connection that's soul deep, not surface level. So you may feel called to open up to a partner about past wounds or to ask for deeper emotional support. And here's Mars. Mars is in Aries, your 5th house. There you go. That's creativity, romance, and joy. So your inner fire is bursting to create, to flirt, and to express. But Mars in Aries wants it now, so pace yourself. You could impulsively start a new passion project, go on a spontaneous date, or express yourself boldly in art or social media. Now let's look at the cards. The first card is the Hermit. And the Hermit, it's about solitude and wisdom and inner guidance. So the Hermit invites you inward. He represents retreat and introspection and soul searching. You may be in a phase of reflection, looking for answers not in the outer world, but deep within. You might cancel weekend plans to sit with your journal or process where your life is heading. Or you could find yourself suddenly needing time alone, even from people you love, to recalibrate your spirit. So here's the advice. Don't fear the silence. Wisdom lives in the quiet moments. Take a spiritual timeout and listen to your inner compass. The second card is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups talks about nostalgia and past influences and the inner child. So this card speaks to memories and childhood and sweet moments from the past. It often signals a return to a simpler emotional state or a person or issue from your past re-emerging. So for example, an old friend may reach out unexpectedly, or you might find yourself reminiscing about a childhood dream and feeling the pull to make it real. It could also be a day where your inner child needs soothing and sweetness. So here's the advice. Revisit the past with compassion, not attachment. There's gold in remembering who you were, but your future still needs your fire. And next, the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands talks about conflict and competition and inner turmoil. This is the energy of scattered fire. It's healthy competition, it's clashing egos, or it's inner tension. It can represent conflict with others or battling yourself over what path to take. So you might find yourself getting frustrated in group dynamics, a team project at work, or a discussion that feels more like a debate. Or internally, you could be wrestling with different desires like stay safe or leap into the unknown. Here's the advice. Don't waste energy fighting battles that don't matter. Channel that fire into clarity, not chaos. So, what does the day look like for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising? Well, Sagittarius Sun, the spotlight is on you. This full moon pushes you to define what you stand for, especially when you've been too accommodating. So, you might finally say no to a responsibility that doesn't align with your growth, reclaiming your time and energy. Sagittarius Moon. Emotions could run high as memories resurface and you reevaluate your emotional foundations. So you might recall a time when you were more carefree and passionate and feel motivated to realign with that version of yourself. Sagittarius Rising. Your appearance, personality, and outward image are illuminated. You're reinventing how you want the world to see you. So you might change your look, you might update your brand, or decide it's time to step into the new role that feels more you. So here's a summary of what the day means to Sagittarius. So the full moon in your sign puts you front and center. It's a moment of emotional reflection, inner clarity, and choice. So with the Hermit, Six of Cups, and the Five of Wands in play, it means the Hermit urges spiritual solitude and soul searching. The Six of Cups brings nostalgia and insight from your past, and the Five of Wands stirs competition or inner conflict that needs resolution. So here's the real life takeaway. Carve out time for introspection. You need space to hear your truth. A memory, a person, or a situation from the past may return. Use it to empower, not to distract. Don't let chaos steal your calm. Choose your battles wisely. So here's the advice for Sagittarius on this day. Go within, not without. The clarity you're seeking isn't out there. It's inside you. Trust your path, honor your emotional wisdom, and walk forward with focused fire. Thank you, Sagittarius, and I hope to see you in another reading.